Carbon dioxide is a molecule comprising one atom of carbon bound together with two atoms of oxygen, hence its chemical formula CO2. Carbon dioxide is a tasteless, odourless trace gas comprising around 400 parts per million, or just 0.04% of the atmosphere. CO2 is a plant food. Without CO2, there would be no plant life and hence no life on Earth. Professor Ian Plimer had this to say about carbon dioxide during his address to the UK Parliament.
Carbon dioxide is a natural gas. It has dominated the atmosphere for an extraordinarily long period of time, and we now are at a dangerously low level. If we halved the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, we would have no terrestrial plants. Carbon dioxide is plant food. It is not a pollutant. To use words like pollution with carbon dioxide is misleading and deceptive.
CO2 concentration in the atmosphere has been slowly declining for the past 500 million years as it is taken up in rocks, oceans and forests. It has been as high as 10,000 parts per million in the past. Greenpeace co-founder Dr. Patrick Moore explains.
CO2 is the most important food for life on Earth. All life depends on CO2 for its existence. That is the only place the carbon in carbon-based life has come from. The CO2 came from the Earth, from volcanism, but much less of it is coming out today because the Earth has cooled due to the decay of the radiation that makes it hot inside in the first place. And now the Earth is way cooler than it was at the beginning of the Earth, when most of the CO2 was put in the air. That's why CO2 has constantly declined in the early years, but
the greenhouse effect is the warming of the Earth's surface and the air above it. It's caused by gases in the atmosphere that trap some of the energy from the sun. These heat-trapping gases are called greenhouse gases. Without the greenhouse effect, Earth would be too cold for life to exist. Major greenhouse gases are water vapour, the most important, ozone, carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide. Though naturally present in the atmosphere, solar radiation passes through the atmosphere and warms the Earth. Some of the heat is re-radiated as infrared radiation, and some of this radiation is trapped by the greenhouse gases, causing warming of the atmosphere, effectively surrounding the Earth with a warm blanket and thus making the planet habitable. The greenhouse effect is natural. It is important for life on Earth. Without the greenhouse effect, the Earth's average temperature would be around minus 19 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Earth would be locked in an ice age. Because of the greenhouse effect, the Earth's actual average temperature is around 14 degrees Celsius, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Carbon dioxide is not the bogeyman, some people say. Instead of demonising carbon dioxide, we should revere it for two very important reasons. CO2 is a plant food. Without CO2, there would be no plant life and hence no life on Earth. And CO2, together with the other greenhouse gases, raises the average temperature of the Earth by around 35 degrees Celsius, making the average temperature around a comfortable 15 degrees Celsius. Without the greenhouse effect, the average temperature of the Earth would be around minus 19 degrees Celsius. The planet would be uninhabitable as it would be covered in one large ice sheet.